Good morning. Um, I am going to tell you all about day three at LAMDA. My schedule this yesterday was really simple. A lot of students had just one class. We, as a whole cohort, as all the Ds, all the MA and MFA students in classical acting, we were gathered first together to get our student services explanation. So we met the faculty who are in charge of financial support and the student union and disability coordinator, the admissions, registrar, and well-being. It was really straightforward. The school offers a lot of support and help, which is really cool, but it was pretty straightforward. That was, maybe I should put this like here. Well, that's hard to see. That was an hour and a half, and I don't even think we got all the way through the hour and a half, but it was good. And yeah, I'm stoked. The school's really supportive and really helpful, and it's awesome. So after that, a lot of kids were kids. I say kids, we're all adults, but a lot of the students were done for the day, or they had different schedule times to have library induction or our course leader one-on-ones. And so I luckily had mine pretty consecutively. So from 10 to 11:30 was the student services introduction, and then from 11:45 to 12:30, just like 45 minutes, I had my library induction. So I just learned what our library provides and what it's capable of. It's a really little space. The whole school is super small. It's really one long building. Just making sure I was recording. It's really just like one long building and like a hallway with classrooms on the sides and three floors, and then a theater on either end. There might be a third theater, but I haven't seen it. Maybe it's just a big rehearsal space. Anyway, so so the library itself is pretty small, but they have 10,000 plays in their library, which plays are pretty thin. They don't take up a lot of space. And then we also have a lot of access to um, digital media and recorded plays, the National Theater's archives, Alexander Street, a bunch of different things, which I'm super excited about because I'm trying to watch and or read all of Shakespeare's material before, well, plays specifically, before the end of the year, and I don't think that should be too hard. And then after the library introduction, we were just in a small group of about 11 people just because the library's so small. Then I had a little bit of a break. Not really. I had 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But so yeah, I had a little break. And then I had my course leader one-on-one. So Oliver Birch is the course leader for the classical acting program. And he's super cool. He's been involved in West End productions. He's been involved in Broadway, in freelance and education. He's done so much, and he's truly an industry professional, which is really cool to like have that expertise and that experience. And mostly what he wanted to figure out was in regards to casting because he'll be involved in all of the casting for the three full performances we do over the year and the scenes and things as well. And so he asked us, wanted to like to get to know us, some questions like, tell me about yourself, tell me what's your background, why you're here, why what you're doing, right? And then he also asked um, what roles we have played, like what classical roles we've played. And I said, I've mostly done like ensemble community theater, you know. But I did tell him that in college I did the Cherry Orchard and I played Yasha. And he was familiar with that play because it's pretty famous, Chekhov. And then I forgot, but Emma reminded me later. It was my anniversary yesterday. 5 years. Woo! Um, and so Emma was like, "Well, you played Robert Chiltern, which is like classic adjacent. I think that's 1800s, so it's I don't know if it would be considered classics really, but that's Oscar Wilde, and it was going to be a staged play, and it was my last year on campus, but we ended up just doing a radio play. So I emailed him and I was like, yeah, I have done that though. And then he asked, okay, but what are you interested in doing? And I said that what I'm like more than anything, I, well, what I told him in the meeting was that I was interested in doing like something against my type. I feel like my type is goofy sidekick, and that's what I've done a lot of. And so I'd love to get into like the more complicated, the darker, the different, villainous characters like an Iago or something like that, And so and that's what he was able to pick up from what I was saying, just from differences. And he said, I can't guarantee that I'll give you anything. I can't guarantee this or that, but I do want your input and I do want to push you and help you in any way I can. So that was really rad. And then and then that was my day. Yeah, it was just a quick like 20-ish minutes. Not even. It was scheduled for 10 minutes. So it was really quick. I remembered about Robert Chiltern and also what I want more than anything is like a meaty character, like something complicated, something layered, something that I just don't have to bring everything to, but that like there's stuff for me to delve in the script with. So I added that to my email too, because I don't care if I play a villain or a hero or a clown or a silly sidekick, right? But what I want more than anything is like some depth that I'm not just bringing to a kind of outline of a character, because that's what I've done a lot of with ensemble work, right? I don't have a name, I don't have a background, I just have positions to be on a stage, and so then I create something from it, which is great, and it's its own thing, but it's what I've done most. So I'm interested in getting into the meat of it. Anyway, after that, people just kind of hung around the school. A lot of the students went to see 12th Night at the Globe, 5 pound standing tickets, which is cool. But I saw it last week. I saw it on the 4th. And yeah, but so just kind of hung around campus. A lot of people were working on their, we have to fill out like a sexual harassment form. And like it's like a little training for sexual harassment and consent, just to make sure that we're all on the same page and we know what we're talking about. No one's disrespecting people, especially in theater where we get this big group of people and we're just naturally very intimate in our study, right? Because we take the time to, I mean, we dance together, we move together, we do scenes that are romantic in nature and other things, right? It's a physical, intimate kind of study. And so it's super important that we understand each other's boundaries and we understand what makes people comfortable and uncomfortable. So yeah, I still have to do that. It's due by Monday, but I hope to do it today. My schedule today is not super long. It's regular. Oh, it's still full. Oh no, no, no. We have time set aside for that today. So 5:30. No. Yes? No. Yes. Oh wait. I don't have anything until 4. Why'd I get up at 6? I'll double check on my estimate. My estimate's my timetable or my schedule. My schedule. Anyway, that's all. Super simple day yesterday. Seems like another super simple day today. I just have one thing. I just have meet the head of discipline, which the head of my discipline, I don't know who it is. I don't remember. It depends on which discipline we're talking about. Anyway, so that was yesterday, September 8th, 2025, the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts.